Stephen Eustaquio with me now. You know, I spoke to you before you went to Qatar, and even after a little bit, and you said, you know what, it actually wasn't all that bad because they had the AC in the stadiums. How's this weather for you?
I'm not enjoying training, to be honest. We try to push a little bit early, but no success. But I believe the stadiums have air conditioners, so it's going to be easy for us.
Hopefully, yes, the conditions will be good for you. This is obviously a really big moment for the Canadian men's national team. You know what everyone is talking about, and of course it's that trophy, the last one coming in 2000 with the Gold Cup. What is the vibe? What are the conversations that are being had right now with the team as you prepare for these games?
No, we believe we're the best, but at the same time we have to prove it with trophies, you know. It's easy to talk, but we have to turn that into actions, and I think we have an amazing team. And it would be sad that, you know, all these players go away and without trophies, without being remembered as a team that wins trophies. And, you know, our goal is to be a strong nation in that 2026 World Cup, and that starts with winning trophies. And I think this is a very good opportunity. It's only 2 games, to be honest, you know. Just have to be ourselves for 2 games. That's the pressure we have. The pressures we have is just us being ourselves, and I think if we're ourselves, we're going to win the trophy.
From the beginning, obviously, you play to win, but now in your professional career with Porto, picking up trophies, you personally know what that feels like. What has that done for your confidence? How do you bring that here to the national team?
Yeah, I have a couple of trophies. It's good to have that experience and try to pass it here, but obviously there's a lot of players here that win, that know how to win. I mean, I don't know how it was back then, but this national team, we have proper players here that won a lot of trophies, so it's just to continue to be ourselves, and we have that experience in, you know, certain moments of the game when things are not going our way, to just stick together and we'll be successful.
I talk a lot about passing the torch, and I feel like that has happened with Atiba and with you in that midfield, but now it almost feels like really official with what he's talking about, with this being his last tournament. What have you learned from him? Just what are some of the things you can share about Atiba?
I think he would be remembered as the GOAT, you know. I think we would never be here if it wasn't for him, like the experience he has. He's been through it all, to be honest, you know. And, you know, to learn from him and to hear him talk about the kind of the bad experiences he had before makes us, you know, be successful. So, I mean, he would always be remembered, and I really, really hope he can leave us with a trophy. That's what I'm trying to do.
I think a lot of people are keeping their fingers crossed for that. But again, you, Kone, you're looking good. Oso, like that midfield, how are you feeling?
We're brothers, you know. I feel good with playing with Ozo, Kone, Samuel Pierre, Mac that's not here. I mean, all these players, they're very humble. They work very hard. And anyone that plays, we know that they're going to do their best to help the team. So, I mean, we're just lads that like to play with each other, and that's the most important.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Jonathan Osorio back in camp. A lot of Canadian fans are happy to see you. Obviously, a bit of a scare there where you missed some time with Toronto FC. How are you feeling?
Good. Happy to be back. Happy to be back first with Toronto. You know, I got to get that game in and help get my legs under me and be back with my teammates, which was the most important. And then just back in time to get with this group, this special group here, and for a big week ahead of us.
It is great to get that pro game under your belt here before you join the team, and obviously feeling good. And I know we've talked in the past about the injuries that you had. Did you feel though like, okay, been through this before, mentally tougher, just knew what it would take to get back out there?
Yeah, 100%. Going through that injury that I had last year, that was the toughest that I've been through, and so this one was tough too, because it did keep me out for a while, and they're both injuries that you can't really avoid.
Yeah.
They happen. So, but yeah, like you said, mentally tough to come back and get back and try to now quickly find form again so that I can help my team.
And find form in a pretty big competition here, because your Final Four, you know what everyone's talking about. You know the narrative, of course, is lifting that trophy for the first time in 23 years. How is everyone feeling? What is the vibe like?
Good. The vibe is amazing here. I think it's amazing the transition in mentality that we've had in the last year with everything that we've accomplished, and this is a very confident group and a very determined group and we only have one goal going into this tournament, and that's to win.
What does it mean as well? Did Atiba maybe give a little bit of extra pressure now knowing that he's going to retire and he wants to go out with a cup? I mean, you keep talking about the brotherhood, but is that extra motivation?
Yeah.
Instead of pressure, how about extra motivation to get that done?
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's not a pressure at all. It's a motivation. It's another factor to push us to. It's another thing to add to our desire to win. For him, he's a pioneer of our game, and he is the leading example of what this program wants from his players. And he's an amazing player and an even better human being, which is saying a lot because he's an amazing player.
Yeah. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
Junior Hoilett back with the national team. Missed the last window with injury. How you feeling now?
Yeah, man, it's good to be back. Good to be back with the group and with the brothers again. I'm excited to go. It's a very important window here to get a trophy, so looking forward to it and ready to play my part.
You're one of the players who have been with this team a really long time. You've seen the ups, the downs, and now back up. What does it mean to be playing for a trophy?
Of course, when you know we're inches away from being able to win the first trophy for Canada in a long time, it's very important. And it's good to leave our mark on history, and it's a good opportunity for us, and we've been working hard all week in training to capture that moment.
How is this team approaching the Panama game? Because I know for us, we get very excited, and we're already going to start talking about Sunday. How do you make sure that there are the 90 minutes on Thursday?
Yeah, of course. It's like you said, it was excitement, but we have to have a balance, keep our cool heads, and go into the game plan, what the manager gives us to perform on all cylinders. So it's a bit of both, a bit of excitement, and keep it cool at the same time. So we're ready for that.
Hey, speaking of keeping it cool, that's the one beauty about soccer is you have to deal with the elements. And I see everyone was fighting over that ice bath. How hot is it here?
Oh my God, it's boiling. It's boiling. The ice bath, everybody rushing to get in there to cool this down, but yeah, it's hot as hell over here.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to fight that too. But hopefully, Allegiant Stadium will have the AC. I'm asking everybody this just because he's obviously made the announcement, and you've played with Atiba for such a long time. What has he meant to this national team?
Oh, everything. He's been there from the beginning, and to be here where he brought the national team where it is now. He left it in a much better place, and he left the torch for all of us to carry, and it would be an honor for us to finish off with a trophy for him to raise in front of hopefully the nation watching and all his families. It'd be a special way to exit the game of soccer.
Nations watching, Canadians travel well, and hopefully you'll celebrate, and then ice bath.